Hello, students. We are ready with the new topic that is time and money application, right? So let's see. We have some formula for time and we have some formula for money, right? So without any further delay, let's start the class. Time. It could be in 12-hour format or 24-hour format, and you know very well, right? Use the conversation. How we can convert. In 1 hour, we have 60 minutes. In one day, we have 24 hours, and 1 year equals 12 months. You know very well. Suppose it asks in 1 hour, how many seconds? So 60 multiplied by 60 seconds, right? That's how we can also find that out, right? And suppose the question is asking in 1 minute, how many hours? So how many it would be? 1 over 60 hours, right? Similarly, in one day 24 hours, then 1 hour equals 1 upon 24 days, right? Like that. That's how you can find the year, and even you can convert 1 year into hours, seconds, minutes, okay? If you want a separate video, then please let me know regarding that time conversion, okay? Now, let's talk about the money. Money. So the common formula we have profit. Obviously, we are in profit. So how can we calculate it? We will subtract cost price from the selling price, right? If we want to find the percentage profit, so how can we do that? Profit over cost price, and then we have to multiply by 100. Third one, simple interest. You could also say SI. SI means PRT over 100. What is the P? It is principal amount. R is your rate. T is your time. Okay. We have another interest. That is CI. CI means compound interest. Okay. But we will talk about in other class this CI. For now, we will discuss only SI, right? Okay. Next. Let's solve some questions so you will be getting better. Now, a bus leaves at 8:45 and arrives 13:20. Obviously, this 13:20, this is in 24 hours format, right? So what it means? 13 means 1:20. But for getting how long is the journey, we have to subtract. So obviously, so the greater amount is 13:20, right? And the less amount is 08 hours and 45 minutes. So we can easily subtract. But the question is, this is in minutes, the left one is in minutes, and 20 is less than 45. Do you know that, right? 20 is less than 45. So how can we subtract? We have to take one carry from the hours, right? This is in hour. For getting 1 hour, it will be converted into 6 minutes, right? It cannot be only one, because this is the left one is your hours and the right one is your minute. Okay. Now 60 plus 20, how much it is? Now 80. Yes. Now we can subtract very easily. 80 minus 45. 80 minus 45 is how much? 35, right? 10 minus 5 equals 8. 7 minus 4 equals 3. Now what about the hours? Now it is 12 hours because 1, it is already given to the minutes, right? So we have to subtract 1 from the hours value. So now this is 12 hours. 12 minus 8, 4. So how long is the journey? 4 hours and 35 minutes, right? And here we have two-step option, but I would say this is your best way, okay, prefer this method. This is also good. It depends on what method you use, right? From the beginning. I mean, what you use generally. So first, you need to subtract 8:45 to 12:45. Why it is choosing 12? Because we don't have any hours after 12, right? We don't have any 13 hours. That's why it is choosing 12. After choosing 12, now you can go with 13. So that's how you can subtract. But I will say again, this one is the best one. Okay. Question number 2. A train travels 300 kilometer and an average speed 75 kilometer per hour. How long the journey take? So most of the students get confused. What is the given value and what it is asking? So given value is in kilometer. Kilometer is the unit of what? Distance, obviously. We measure distance in kilometers or meter, hectometer, centimeter, millimeter. But a train travels in meter or kilometers, basically, right? We cannot, measure in centimeter the train for the train. Okay. And the speed was 75 kilometer per hour. This is the unit for speed. Okay. So obviously it is asking about the time. And we know the formula, time equals distance over speed. Just put the value and get your answer. Now, next question. A shop buys a jacket for $40 and sells it $62. So obviously, without any confusion, without any doubt, we could say shopkeeper is in profit. Okay. So how can we get profit mathematically? Selling price minus cost price. Selling price is the bigger amount, the smaller amount. Just subtract and you will be getting $22, right? This is in dollar. But now it's time to find out the percentage. Suppose the question is also asking about the profit percentage. So how can you find this? We have formula. What was the formula? Profit over cost price. Cost price multiplied by 100. Okay, this is your formula. Just put the value. Profit $22. Cost price was the initial price, right? Before the selling price. It was $40 and just multiply by 100. That's how you will be getting 55. And this would be in percentage. Why? Because we are finding percentage profit. Okay, there is a difference between profit and percentage profit. Okay, so be clear with it. Now, you invest $2,500 at 6% simple interest for 3 years. How much interest will you earn? Okay. So this is what? Dollar. This is your amount, right? This is your money. And money means your principal amount. It would be P. 6%. This is your rate. Okay. Rate of change with respect to time. 3 years is your time. Okay. So we know the formula. I is what? Interest. Interest equals PRT over 100. Just put the value and get your answer. This is what? 450 interest. This is only showing the interest. But if you want to know how much dollar you will be getting after 3 years, so how can you find? This is your principal amount, right? Just add it. 2,500, this is your principal amount, right? After getting this interest, 450, add this value, 4,592. Now you will be getting 2,950 after 3 years, okay? And without any doubt, it is your FD, okay? So follow FD. FD means fixed deposit. I'm just kidding. Okay. So follow the FD instead of, just saving your account in your saving account. Just convert into FD. Okay. The next address costing $120 is discounted. It is already no. The cost was $120, discounted by $25. Then what will be the sale price? Suppose this is your, you know, selling price and the shopkeeper is giving discount. How much? 25%. So what will be the sale price after discount? So how can we find? Discount equals discounted price or percentage. Discounted, one second, discounted percentage over 100 multiplied by 120. 120 is your what? Principal amount, right? Principal amount, you could say the initial amount. Okay. Before selling, the price is called principal amount or initial amount, right? So the discounted percentage 25, 100 is your constant, multiply by 120. This is your principal amount, the initial amount. Just solve it and you will be getting 30. 30 is what? 30 is in your dollar, right? $30. Now what you have to do for getting sale price? The sale price was 120 minus 30 because this is your 25% sale. The shopkeeper is giving 25% discount, right? On 120. So you have to just subtract, and after subtracting, you will be getting $90. So what was the sale price, right? What is the sale price? It was $90 after giving 25% discount, right? So that's all for now. I have chosen very easy and very, simple one, just one step, two step formulas. I mean the question and solution. If you want some, advanced kind of questions, so please let me know. I also want to know your choice, right? And one second, let me show you one thing. In this series, we have covered chapter 1, you could say. Chapter 1, that is number. In the number, we have all these subtopics, and I have covered all. Types of number and classification, LCM, SCM, and prime factorization, fractions, decimal and percentage, standard form and scientific notation, rounding and estimation, ratio and proportion and rate problems, and the last one, time and money application. Okay. These all we have covered, and I have made a separate playlist. Please check that out. Okay, and if you feel any kind of queries, confusion, any suggestion, please welcome on my chat box, right? Chat box is open for you all. Go there and write your thoughts, anything, whatever you want to ask regarding this series or syllabus. And after this, I mean, our next class, in the next class, I will be start algebra. Okay, this is your chapter 2, algebra. So I will start algebra in the next class. Till then, take care and thanks for watching.